Most of us have heard that nuts are a healthy snack, and that grabbing a handful or two of our favourite high-protein nuts can be a great alternative to chips or other less healthy treats. While there certainly is some truth to this, not all nuts are necessarily created equal. Macadamia nuts come with some nutritional benefits, but eating too many can have some downsides. Macadamia nuts are a great source of protein, fibre, and heart-healthy, monounsaturated fats, and they're low in sugar, according to Healthline. They contain high amounts of the important health-boosting antioxidants, flavonoids, and tocotrienols, which help to protect against cell damage. Macadamias also have many essential nutrients like manganese, thiamine, magnesium, iron, and vitamin B6. Studies have shown that regularly consuming the fibre and nutrients found in these nuts can improve digestion, lower cholesterol, and help reduce the risk of heart disease, stroke, and inflammation. However, macadamia nuts are fairly high in calories, which makes them a less than ideal snack for dieters hoping to shed some pounds. According to FitDay, just 1 ounce of the nut contains about 200 calories, so it can be easy to accidentally consume quite a few calories in one sitting without even realizing it. 1 ounce is the equivalent of only about 10 to 12 nuts, which is far less than the average person is likely to eat in one sitting, according to Medical News Today. And that can definitely lead to accidental overeating, since just 1 cup of macadamia nuts contains close to 950 calories, which is around half of the average person's daily calorie needs. These nuts also contain very high amounts of fat. While some monounsaturated fats can be a good addition to a healthy diet, 1 cup of macadamia nuts has a whopping 102 grams of total fat, which is 25 grams over the maximum average recommended daily intake of 77 grams. And within that total, you get 16 grams of saturated fat. Furthermore, some types of macadamia nuts may contain high amounts of salt, oil, and even sugar. Naturally, they are very low in sodium and sugar, with just 1.13 milligrams of salt and only about 1.2 grams of sugar per 1 ounce serving. Many brands of macadamia nuts are sold with extra toppings though, adding flavour while sending the sodium, sugar, and calorie content skyrocketing. Roasted macadamia nuts are often the worst culprits when it comes to sneaky additives. Additionally, roasting macadamia nuts at a high temperature may cause them to lose some of their nutritional value, according to Medical News Today. So not only are roasted macadamia nuts likely to contain even more calories, salt, and other additives, but they may not even retain their inherent nutrients. Individuals who are trying to be mindful of their calorie, sugar, or salt intake should review the labels to ensure they are purchasing natural nuts with no added ingredients. In fact, they might do well to avoid roasted macadamia nuts entirely.
Nuts. Nuts.
Macadamias are a type of tree nut, which means they are one of the more common allergy triggers, according to Verywell Health. For some people with severe allergies, even touching foods that have come in contact with tree nuts or breathing the particles in the air can cause a reaction. It's probably best to avoid serving macadamia nuts along with other tree nuts like almonds, cashews, and walnuts if you plan on hosting a large gathering and are unsure of everyone's dietary restrictions. When it comes to the wide variety of snack foods on the market, macadamia nuts are hardly the worst option for an afternoon pick-me-up. However, they aren't exactly a dieter's dream either. For the average person, a serving or two every once in a while isn't a bad idea. But when it comes to macadamia nuts, the best practice is probably to consume them in moderation. Considering their fairly high calorie and fat content, and the fact that they can pose a severe health risk for those who suffer from nut allergies, it might be best to leave them on the store shelves. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more mashed videos about your favourite stuff are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.